So you might be wondering what I'm doing here. Well, the point is, as I make a mistake really quickly, is that yeah, I do play other games just to at least get my mind flowing, and specifically for KuloNiku here, it's kind of looking into how mini games are designed and incorporated into the game. So as I try to autopilot and do my best, because oftentimes on this channel I'll try to pay attention as well. Yeah, I do pay attention to the mini games of a lot of games, really. Very spicy zesty noodles, by the way, and see how they're incorporated into the game. By the way, I completely forgot what I was doing here for a moment, so I need to make sure that I'm doing this correctly for a moment. But as we take a look here, so oftentimes I guess the recipes as part of a minigame is quite interesting, because I've seen some recipe games that let's just say when you ask for certain recipes and they don't work as intended, and when I say that, I'm being very vague here to make sure that I'm not outing one game in particular, and it's obviously not KuloNiku here. I think KuloNiku does a good job with balancing what it demands of its players in its recipes specifically. And I use this very specific, use this phrasing very specifically to note of what is and is not okay. I think this is without soup, right? I'm pretty sure. Very spicy, question mark? Yeah. And we'll send this off. I am autopiloting here, so if I get something wrong, so be it. But hey, it's fine. But yeah, the specifics of a recipe are very important, because let's just say in another game they give you a recipe, they give you, say, a list of 1, 2, 3, 4 to do, but you sometimes don't want to be missing the steps in between. I think the vaguest example in KuloNiku would be when someone asks, in this case, asks for noodles dry, and so in this case, so they specifically say this customer says specifically do not add noodles. There are certain phrasings that you want to be very careful of, because if they're not introduced to the player, then let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Then if they're not introduced to the player, they won't know what to do. Again, I'm making a direct comparison while not naming the game in particular here. What's happening here? Classic bowl. That's with sweet soy sauce, right? I think it was, yeah, spoon and fork, sweet soy sauce. I did have to take another look. Slightly sour? Question mark? Oh my goodness, I didn't add it. And off we go. But yeah, KuloNiku, and then there are the minigame portions. It's not really a game, but there are certain parts of KuloNiku, which I don't know if I'm going to be showing in this trying to play video, which pretty much introduce more minigames. Again, it's not anything crazy right now, but I am at the beginning of the game. So, I don't think that's a specific recipe, right? Spoon and fork, medium sour. Yeah, that's not a recipe. It is actually a specific bowl. So, vermicelli, tendon, pickled bok choy, meatball. Yeah, so vermicelli, blah blah, in that. Spoon and fork, medium sour, which we'll have to take care of later. But we should still be able to get 20. Again, so you notice, for those who haven't played KuloNiku, it's a cooking game. So, but more importantly, there's two very specific settings of soup, right? Yeah. Two very specific settings that are used here. Sour, right? Yeah, sour. 1, 2. I think that's enough. No, wait. I forgot. So, ooh, did I mess this up? I messed it up, didn't I? Well, oopsie doopsie. I'll just take it. It's fine. It's a bit too sour, but that's fine. But yeah, there are more mini games in other parts of KuloNiku, which this is normally the cozy. I mean, the genre of KuloNiku includes cozy as well, so shrug. But there are more mini games. If I actually probably going to do another episode that show you the basically the battling portion. Again, for those who don't know, cooking, cozy, simulation with aspects of dating sims. But I'm not going to be doing it this video, so hey. And yeah, it's kind of playing this game to kind of refresh my mind into what mechanics I want to make. Again, to note here, I often don't like to copy mechanics from other games, but the concept of how those games are implemented and what they serve to do, because obviously cooking is a very integral part of KuloNiku here, because otherwise you can't even progress, then yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking into, and seeing how a player may have fun, where there might be pitfalls, so on and so forth. So yeah, without further ado, if there's nothing else to do, because I am just talking to other characters at the moment, then yeah, not really much else to say. If you have any questions, any comments, concerns, then feel free to let me know. But otherwise, as we close out this video, again, this is one of the few games I'm playing on the side, even though I have a whole lot on my plate, theoretically speaking. But as I do one more check and I touch all the vending machines, yeah, not really much else to say. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!